So your new album comes out March 20th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So take me through that process. You guys have been together for about 5 years now.
Yeah.
And you come out with an EP or two, and so now you're kind of your full-length album is crushing.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time coming. With the way everything's been, I'm glad now that it worked out the way it did. Even though 5 years is quite a long time. But we did get that compilation out, and we have been like active, obviously, recording-wise,
sure,
the whole time. It's just like sort of half down to like the state of the industry is really that we never got around to doing a full length earlier on, because like no one wanted to like put out any of our records, and we didn't have any money that early on. We still don't, but but we got a label that funded it.
Yeah.
So,
your van broke down recently on the way to San Luis Obispo. Did you end up making that show, or?
No. That was just.
I mean, I don't mean to call you out or anything. I follow you guys on Twitter, so I saw that you weren't going to be able to make it to that show.
I'm not really sure what to say about that. That was like a huge just mistake.
Yeah, happens.
And we never made it. Regrettably, honestly, it was like a honest fuck up.
Did the van really break down, or?
It had issues.
It did have
issues.
So, how are you guys liking the States so far? I mean, I know you toured with Gaslight Anthem before, but that was primarily through the UK, right?
Yeah, I'd love to do an American tour with Gaslight. I think that'd be great. But yeah, they're huge in the UK as well. Like, they're just like blown up everywhere. So that was a real privilege to do that. And with the US, we've only done like Social D. Oh, and we did like this AP tour.
Yeah.
Which is a completely different crowd. But that went down well too. It just kind of seems like everyone from all over the spectrum is like pretty enthusiastic about the band in the States.
Yeah.
So
the crowd's treated you pretty well so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're happy enough to be.
And your first show's at Gilman, where they all came up.
Yeah.
Was that kind of a
it's cool. Yeah.
A rush?
I mean, obviously, the history is like there is what it is, and it was a great show. And Jesse Michaels came to watch us from Operation Ivy.
Yeah.
And that just made the whole experience like cool. Like, he was really nice. He likes our band.
That's great.
And to see him there in that venue too, where they started out, it was awesome.
Punk rock has these stages. In the 70s, it was the Sex Pistols and the Clash and the Ramones. And then everybody says punk's dead, and Green Day and Offspring, and that whole kind of pop punk revival comes back. Now I kind of think you guys and Gaslight Anthem are kind of, that post-punk, new punk, thing. And I mean, I don't want to, put too much emphasis on you guys being saviors of punk, but do you guys feel like, you're bringing it back, to people that kind of need that outlet?
Well, when we started the band, like I had no idea that Gaslight were doing their thing.
Yeah.
I didn't even know who like Against Me were when we started the band, or like the Hold Steady. And it's just like as we went on, and it's just like we never like started the band to like fit in with anyone else, and we've always like sidestepped like trends and stuff, because in the UK it happens really fast.
Yeah.
And like I watched that growing up and just thought, well, like whatever, we'll just do our own thing. And then it's really nice to like find these bands from all over the place, even the UK, that are doing a similar thing, because you want to belong somewhere.
Right.
And like we totally think that we're cool to do our own thing, and we feel like we can do whatever we want. But it does feel nice to be part of like a scene of actually really good respected bands like Gaslight.
Yeah. Because you said you don't want to be. I read I think it was an interview you did one time where it said, you don't want to be pigeonholed into being, some genre, that you want to be able to kind of, weave your way in and out of whatever you want to play. Does that, kind of, punk rock labels, feel like,
Well, yeah. I mean, I take the punk ethic ideology as being musical freedom. Like, someone said that, I don't know, but like that's what we apply to our band. And like I really have no worry in like just turning our sound around at any given time. Not that we do that for any bad reason. It's just like, you know, by the time the album comes out, people will start to see that there's more to the band and stuff. And you know, punk or not, it just means nothing to us.
So what do you looking to achieve as a band? Where do you want to? I mean, I know you guys are coming up on headlining your own tour through the UK, or is it all through Europe?
Just UK, yeah.
UK.
Yeah, that'll be our first ever UK tour. I mean, like the UK has been like harder to work, and it's taken a while, just due to the kind of the public of the UK. It's just like whatever. But I mean, it's finally starting to gradually happen. We're getting like radio play right now, which is cool with the new record. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, there's always been like a little buzz, but like nothing to really like be buzzed upon and stuff. But with this record, we've got the material and we've to prove ourselves, you know, now. So hopefully, like, people will just, you know, see that for what it is and just, you know, believe what everyone's been saying about it. I mean, like, no one, I don't really feel comfortable being called like this punk throwback or like a saviour as a band or like a past genre, but I really just would like to be able to do this for as long as we want, and just keep being given the opportunities to like tour and record and release material. Like, we love to tour and travel.
Do you like touring?
Yeah. I think we all do. We all really love it. Yeah. Last year we were away for like 8 months.
Nice.
And there's nothing, like, it's fine. We were tired once we got home, but we spent two months at home. Now we're back on the road, and it looks like it's going to be a busy year once again. So it's good for our band, and it just feels good to be like have that self-worth of like work.
I mean, do you feel that's part of your, because you guys come from, Leamington Spa, which is a very blue-collar kind of working class area. Do you feel like that kind of rubbed off on you as a band where, you guys want to do the work and, push yourselves to the, the hardest extreme?
It wasn't, it's not really like that. It's quite a middle-class town.
Oh, is it? Okay.
But it's like surrounded by like more blue-collar sort of towns, but I mean, yeah, I'm lucky to like live where I do. It's actually quite nice, but it's just like, we formed the band at school, and like then it's just like the kind of snobbish nature of like these kind of really lucky middle class kids that like have no idea that how lucky they are to be as privileged as they are and stuff, and just to be like everyone in my school were like dicks, and I hated everyone. And back then it was just basically like a retaliation to that. Like, I never went out, I just wrote music, and that's always kind of stuck with me. And like and yeah, like I want to do something creative and with like my career, not just like mindless work. So
nice. Cool, man. I appreciate the time.
Alright, thank you. Nice one.
It's great meeting you.
Matt.
Great show.
No worries, thank you.